Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 19 Tranmere Career Mode. And today, starting from today boys, I'm going to make a change I think, just to accelerate the series somewhat. I think I'm going to start playing 4 games an episode now. Unless there's a lot of other administration shit which happens, which may well be the case today, it depends. It's going to be either 3 games or 4 games. I'm going to flip between the 2, but largely I'll aim for 4. And I'll just surmise the highlights a bit quicker, boys. Again, if we have a game that's a number of chances in, like a 4-3 or something, it probably will become a 3-game episode, like that Preston game, for instance, last episode, which is 5-3. I don't think I could squeeze 4 in there, but the aim now is to just accelerate the series somewhat. And until further notice, I will stick by a 3 or a 4 game quota rather than just a solid 3-1. So starting today, if all goes to plan, we travel to Fifa Park to take on Blackburn Rovers before we return to Tranmere Park to welcome Birmingham City. Then we have the end of month break. Then after the break, it's going to be a big game, boys. We're going to Griffin Park to take on 3rd place Brentford. We are top right now, but they're only 2 points shy of us. Before we welcome the Royals Reading to Tranmere Park. So a number of changes required for this game, guys, against Blackburn. We had to rest a couple of midfielders, Tonali and Ferrier. Ferrier drops out to the Rezzies. In place come Aki and Costa. I've put Moise Kean on the right hand side. It's a bit of a risk. He's been absolutely dynamite up top so far this season, but he is on the right side now because Haaland comes in place of Archie Alexander. Chong also drops out for Islamovic. On the bench, we've brought in Cox, Yama and Banshu in place of Alexander, Ferrier and Chong. Haaland, hold that. Good ball. Aki, oh, he did well to get it onto Moise Kean. Put it in, boys. Yes, lad. He's still doing bits on the wing, lads. It was a risk to move him from centre forward across, but it paid off. Haaland picked it up, gave it to Aki. He did so well to find that ball. I thought he may be dispossessed before he played across, but Moise Kean's 8th goal in the Championship puts us 1-0 up. Yes, boys.
Palmer to Bennett. Elliot Bennett swings it in. That was a good crossing position, but not a... And shoots!
Oh, good save for Updal, lad. Well in.
No wonder he's getting a standing ovation.
That was wonderful, boys. I've got to see that one again. The idea is to condense the highlights, but look at this for a save. Good strike by Nuttall. Yes, Fructal. Stretching all of that 6'5" frame. Palms it away for a Blackburn corner. It's a good one in. Oh, well out. Scrapping. Oh, fuck. Be careful. Well won by Bruno, though. So we get it away here, boys. Haaland. Zlatan. Oh, he's done really well. Bruno. Give it to Moise Kean. Yeah, he slams another one in, lads. On a hat-trick now, Moise Kean. And it's been half of rare chances, actually, boys. We've only really had them 2, but it fell to the right man. Moise Kean's on absolute fire right now. Fed across by Bruno Costa, and he slams one in. 2-0 up now. Surely that is that, lads. So it's half time, boys, and as you can see, I think we're quite fortunate to be 2-0 up, actually. Blackburn had 5 shots to our 2, 3 in target to our 2. I thought they were just as good as us. If anything, they've edged it. They had all the balls, our 58%. They were hard to get off. We only made the 1 tackle. They've done a corner of the game and the better of the pass accuracy, but we are 2-0 up, most importantly, and we keep going in this fashion, boys. And we should still seal the win.
As it turns out, what a
Alexander, Haaland. Oh, good play, boys. Costa, and it's Banshu. Yes, lads. Nicky Banshu, one of the OGs, comes off the bench and smashes one in, lads. I just brought him on for it. Oh, no, it's not even Banshu, boys. I think it's Islamovic. Is it Zlatan? Oh, beg your pardon, lads. I think it was Zlatan. I'm pretty sure Banshu is not number 11. Put me on my misery, boys. Tell me who scored. It was Banshu. Guys, just ignore me. I'm chatting balls. I'm pretty sure his number has changed. Was he always number 11? I don't think so. I couldn't make my mind up on who scored then, lads. Sorry, I had an absolute mare. But we're not. We're 3-0 up now. And, well, we have been better this half, to be fair. We've stepped it up a gear. Pinned Blackburn back. And now at 3-0, it's surely game set match, lads. Isaac. So, full time, whistle goes, lads. Finishes Blackburn 0, Tranmere 3. The scoreline flattered us somewhat, I must admit. Looking at this, certainly. 7 shots excuse me, by Blackburn to our 6, 5 on target to our 4. They had the better possession and the pass accuracy and the corners. But we were ruthless, guys, and certainly for a 3-0, it's a big enough defeat to say, yeah, we did deserve it. Although, as I said, I think the scoreline flattered us. Man of the match goes to Bruno Costa, by the way, 9.6. Moise Kean gets a 9.3. Haaland an 8.1. Banch gets an 8.4. Isaac gets an 8.2. Fructal 8.1. So good ratings all around there. Goals for Banchu and 2 for Kean. Assists 2 for Costa and 1 for Aki. Shaw gets a... Oh, yeah, of course he has 2 training sessions, 2 Ds, but it does get until 60, boys. So we can promote this guy now if indeed he is 16. Zlatan gets a B, Ferrier an A, and Alexander a D. Literally didn't realise I already promoted this guy, guys. It's been about a week or so in real life since I played the last episode. But this guy's shown great potential, so it's not great. It's not bad though. I mean, he's probably worth keeping in the squad just to get him some growth. But ultimately, we'll end up selling Ethan Shaw, I think. Shame is he is English and he can play right back and left back. Showing great potential. He will end up at 80 to 84 rated. We are entirely full strength again, guys. The week gap has done us good. So Archie returns, Chong returns, Tonali returns, and Ferrier all return to the team.
Can he add to the goals he scored already this season? He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live. Flip behind the other and
Kean,
augment the
Kleber.
midfield when required.
I think so, if they start getting up.
This finds Kleb. Yes, Kleber puts us 1-0 up, boys. Oh no, he's offside. Fair. It took so long to announce it that I thought it might have been just onside. Did it not come off the Birmingham player?
He was onside, you know, but he's gone through and tucked it
away. It's just off.
Looking at the replay, yes, he had.
But if it's hit a Birmingham player, I don't know, boys. Is that not onside? Kleber.
Attacking power in this situation.
I didn't mean that. I wanted it to Chong. Now it's Chong. Chongi, put it in. Yes, boys. We are 1-0 up. It worked out eventually. The ball ended up at the feet of... I'm not even entirely sure. I think it was that Haaland? It's even on the pitch. I know, boys. Kleber feeds it out. It's Ferrier. Ferrier picks it up. Lovely little reverse ball inside to Chong, who made a nice run in towards the penalty spot. Save Chong puts his 4th goal of the season in, lads. And it is Tranmere 1, Birmingham 0, and it's been coming. And now was the last chance of the half, lads. A half that we utterly dominated, as you can see there. 6 shots to their 1, 3 on target to their none. We had 59% of the ball. Our pass actually was 92%. Wow, that's the kind of figure we're looking at long term, lads. I didn't expect them kind of figures until we got a lot better, but right now we're smashing this league. We have 7 wins in a row if we win this game, boys, so let's hold it out. We really are clicking into gear right now.
45 minutes to go as we start the second half.
Giving away straight to Kleber, who just motors along. Kleber, oh, he's won us a penalty right from the start of the half, boys. Kleber did it all. He intercepted, just kept smashing on through, sailing past Birmingham midfielders and defence, and in the end, Maxime Collan has took him out. I don't know what our penalty taker is these days. Kleber's standing over it. Is he our best one? 45. No, it looks like it's Moise Kean. He is going to take this one. We are notoriously dog shit penalties on the save, guys. What happens this time though? We put it in, well in, Moise. But it's 2-0 up right at the start of this half. Well in, TK. Just doing what he does. He's carried on forward. Oh, get it in for him. TK, come on, lad. Finish it. Oh, he puts it wide. I'd have lost my shift, boys. I was constantly trying to shift it onto the left foot. He just wouldn't move. In the end, the meg the keeper. Oh, it's so close. Shit, boys. Birmingham could be in here. It's a good ball. No, I don't believe it. Shea Adams gets one back. Shea, the former player of ours of Bournemouth in our FIFA 16 career, has got one back for them, and it's so undeserved, boys. I can't get over this. We've battered these. It's their only shot on goal. We've had about 8 on goal, but Birmingham somehow are right in this game now. Hey, we know he has pace. I love Fructal.
Good power in that punch away by the goalkeeper from the cross. Trying to catch the
Chong towards Kean. I didn't even think that would be a through ball. potential, but it is Kean. Oh my God, he's so good, boys. He just absolutely rifles it into the top corner. I cannot get over this guy. He's just, since we got him in and since he settled, we've been a different team. It's no coincidence we keep winning. Yeah, the start of the season was wobbly, but Moise Kean, oh, the first touch takes him completely away from the man who stands no chance. And look at the swerve and the pizzazz on that, lads. He just cuts across the ball, spins into the top corner. The Birmingham keeper, Camp, has had a great game, stands no chance though. Kean gets a second brace in successive games, and that should be that now. So full time, guys, finishes Tranmere 3, Birmingham 1, and it's one of the strangest as a football, summed up in a nutshell in this episode, that we won last game 3-0, we only won this one 3-1, because we were so much better against Birmingham than we were against Blackburn. We absolutely battered these. 14 shots to their 3, 10 in targets to their 2. Bossed the ball, pass actually ended up on 92%, really, really good. We had the only corners of the game as well. Man of the match falls to Chong, gets a 9.6. Moise Kean, for the second successive game, has got a brace, and I've got man of the match, gets a 9.3, which is also the rating Ferrier received. Elsewhere, Kleber gets an 8.6 and TK gets an 8. So goals, 2 for Kean, 1 for Chong. Assists, 1 for Chong and 1 for Ferrier. But special mention to Kleber because he won the pen. So changed the training sessions up a bit, guys. We took Shaw off his 2. Just showing great potential, there's no real point. We gave 1 to Haaland. Well, there's 1 for each player here. Haaland, Ferrier, Islanovic and Alexander. The other one to get a training session is our youngster, 15-year-old Argentinian winger, Gil Sandoval, who's already 58 rated, saying his potential is 80 to 94 at the moment, and that has been revised somewhat, so he looks like he's going to be a beast. We'll get him on there. It's a B for Haaland, F for Ferrier, C for Zlatan, B for Alexander, and a C for Sandoval. And it's the end of the month, so we're going to look at England again, lads. 3 months in now. Is there anyone here? This guy could be good. Jamie Watson, will get him involved. 2 months in. That's enough for me. Lewis Murphy as well. No one else looks particularly good. On to the players on here. Lisandro Abeledo, 17 years old. His overall so bad. The potential is looking okay though, so we'll give him another month. Shakowski, maybe it's time to train him. 81 to 87. Bernard's going to go though. So is Yankovsky, mind you, he's 15. Maybe I'll give him a bit more time, but he'll probably end up going long term. Lewis Murphy arrives as a 54 rated player. 72 to 92. He is English centre mid. Looking quite well rounded there. Got good curve and agility. Aidan Mitchell still looks good, boys. Maybe it's time to start training him as well. Kowalczyk, pretty good. Yeah, he's got the edge on Yankovsky for sure. Oh, Gil Sandoval, the revisions favoured us, boys. It was 80 to 94, now it's 82 to 94. Yes, Sandoval. So, yeah, well, I think I'm going to start putting him on 2 training, actually, boys. So, heading into the next game at Griffin Park, boys, the big one, because, again, as you can see, almost all the teams below us did win last game. We're still tied in points with Swansea. I mean, look at the goals scored, though, and the goal difference. It's so much better for us. We have a 9 goal difference lead on Swansea and Brentford. But they are just 2 points shy of us, so it's going to be a big match here, lads. We've had some fun of a gap, boys. Team's full strength again, so no more to be said. Let's just hop straight into the action. Oh, good save for Uphill, boys, early on. Good strike from Brentford. Drilled across the box, and he picked out a man who was basically amongst a sea of Tranmere bodies. Is that not interfering with play? Yet it's his hand as well. What the fuck? Yeah, it's still a corner. I was thinking that. I mean, I was thinking he's just getting involved in the play. And if that went in, boys, I'd have been fuming. So there was a definite handball involved. All the early pressure from Brentford. But what the fuck, FIFA? Really is. Chong. Oh, boys, we could be in here. Kleber pulls one back for Kean, onto Ferrier, who puts it in. It's a wonderful goal, boys. We had so many different players then who could have scored that. Really well played. The original ball, I think it might have been Isaac Alexander who fed it across to Chong, and Chong and Morris did the rest. In fact, maybe it was Morris who fed it in himself. He's at right back, of course. Chong pulls it back. I think it was for Moise Kean, feeds it onto Ferrier, and in the end he nutmegs the keeper. Well done, Aurelian. First goal of the Championship season, and Tranmere do lead at Griffin Park 1-0. Kleber, Kean, just waiting for that run. There it is, Kleber to finish. Yes, lads, 2-0. The midfield Youth Academy Dynamos have put us 2-0 up, lads. Ferrier and Kleber. And it was good work from Moise Kean. He had the strength and the wherewithal to wait for it. Kleber, as I said earlier on, I mean, he just makes these runs, boys. He's an absolute delight for strikers. As soon as he feeds it in, you know he's going to be looking for the overlap. And he finds his 4th goal in the Championship. Sensational start for Kleber, who I would argue, after Kean, has been our best player this season. Half time, boys, it is 2-0, and looking at the facts, I feel like Brentford have done a fair bit. Yeah, it's a bit about even. They've had a better possession. Both had 3 shots, both had 2 on target. We put both ours away though. They had 2 corners to our 1, better of the pass accuracy. So Brentford are right in this. They're a decent team. However, to be fair,
whistle from the referee.
Until that last period of play, most of their shots came from some bullshit decision we had. Ferrier, done really well there. Kleber, hit that, someone. Yes, boys, finds the roof of the net. Of course it does. It's Moise Kean. This guy just does not miss. Like, I cannot downplay. He scored plenty of goals, but he barely misses chances, boys. Like, it's profligacy has been our issue in the past. So looking at it, it's all about Kleber. Picks it up, feeds it across. Oh, it did take a deflection. Martin's right, to be fair. But I don't care, boys. It still makes it 3-0, and Brentford have done the dusted now. It's a really imposing lead for us.
Well, how defensive have they become at the moment? Just sitting in their own
Alexander, Morris, Bruno,
Maybe
Haaland. Oh, well, you fucking beautiful bastard. What a goal that is, boys. The first touch wasn't great. Oh, the second, though, was delightful. The left-footed curl. I do know he has good curve, that's why I went for it. But the first touch was that bad that I thought it just completely negated any possibility of getting us anywhere near goal. In the end, it's one of the finest goals of the season so far for us. First touch takes it away from goal, but oh, boys, keeper stood no chance then. It's Brentford 0, Tranmere 4. Wow, boys, really, really in gear now. And that is full time. It does end up Brentford 0, Tranmere 4. I actually think we have more than 6 shots on target. I'm not entirely convinced by these stats, guys. They have been wrong in the past. So it doesn't look like a thrashing on terms of the stats. But 4-0 is massive, and I'd say something, guys, going forward right now, we look a different animal to the previous 2 seasons. We're absolutely tearing teams apart at the moment. And yeah, on another day, we could have scored a lot more than 4 then. With it. Kleber gets man of the match, 9.3, but Kean gets a 9.2. Haaland 8.2, Costa an 8, and Ferrier gets an 8.5. So goals for Kean, Kleber and Ferrier. Assists 2 for Kean, 1 for Costa and 1 for Kleber. Another training sesh, guys. Let's see how we get on. Sandoval goes to 59, Isaac goes to a 71. They get B and a C respectively. Well, B for Sandoval, C for everyone else. So final game of the episode is against Reading, guys. Just want to show you our run though, because I think it's now 8 wins in a row in the league. This is the best run we've ever been on since we drew with West Brom in September. 3-3 at the Hawthorns. In the game, actually, funny enough, we were 3-1 down as well. We did well to get a point there, I think. I think it's 3-1 down. We beat Wednesday 3-0 at home. Borough 4-2, you know, the games where we scored a lot of goals as well. Beat Norwich 2-1, Preston 5-3, Wigan 3-0, Blackburn 3-0, Birmingham 3-1, and now Brentford 4-0. So we are just blowing teams away at the moment, lads. Haven't beaten anyone by just a 1 goal since Norwich. And long may I continue. We do have a couple of players missing though. I cannot get over this. For an international break, I assume championship teams don't play during this, so I think there's a bug in the game. Ampadu is going to have to sit this one out. Martin Loengo comes in, and in Ampadu's place on the bench, we're going to bring on SHAREfactory, who was asking for a game, so he's going to come on in place of Ed Morris, and we'll put Archie back at right back from the start. One other player who's asking for a game was Latan, so we're going to bring him in for Chong. and drop Haaland off the bench, who is also away in international duty, this time with Norway. And in this place is going to come in Yama.
Excellent interception.
Oh, fucking hell. This guy, man, has just absolutely roasted me. I cannot get over that. Did he mean that? I do not think so. McNulty, in the end, smashes it in. And Reading take the lead. They've started quite well. It's been an even game. We're struggling to get him behind, but what the fuck happens here? He just misses the ball, but then Martin Luengo came in from Padu. Also misses it. Oh, he shimmies past him and smashes it past the keeper. Mark McNulty, boys, gives Reading the lead. Oh my god, we're getting overrun here, boys. Reading doing really well. Oh, and a strike in the top corner. And our winning run now, as soon as they started talking up, is in serious trouble, boys. Swift puts Reading 2 ahead. And really, like, every time I'm looking to clear it then in that passage of play, they just had a man on. Tonali gets it here, just gets overrun. How the fuck that guy got across that quick, I don't know. And what a finish that is. Unsavable for Fruchtel. John Swift has really got us on the ropes here, lads. I don't know what happened there, boys, but we were outplayed. They had 3 shots to our 1, 3 on target to our 1. Had the better possession and pass accuracy, and we had the corner apiece.
Was rooted to the spot there.
Oh shit, boys, I've had it short. I did not notice that Smith was in on this. Oh, the strike saved by Fruchtel. He gets it back and puts it in. And it's such a disappointing goal to concede. I just didn't see him. He cut across. He was on the other centre-back. Then just snuck in. Got the ball. It was a great initial save by Fruchtel. And now we know for sure our winning run's definitely over, boys. And we're probably going to lose this game. It's going to be tough from this point to get 3 goals in 27 minutes. Reading, I've got to say, they do deserve it. Again, they've been the better team this half. Just cannot break through them. Oh, Kean. Did so well.
Still got a bit to do, but
still
this
going.
is promising.
Go on, Moise. Good play. Jimmy. No, what? Oh, but it's just wide. I had to go in, boys. He's still searching for his first goal of the season, incidentally, Jimmy, boys. Our top scorer of the 2 previous seasons. Getting slightly less game time. He mainly plays half an hour off the bench, but most games he is coming on. And I'm still surprised he needs a goal soon. Oh, big opportunity here, lads. We're in acres. We're in attack. Oh, and it should have paid dividends then. Zlatan, what the fuck is that? His first touch wasn't great. It put me closer to the keeper than I intended. But that is a glaring miss, boy. Should have easily slotted that home. Forward. Ferrier. Zlatan. Drills across. Jimmy's on it. And Keane's on it. No! How the fuck has it not gone in, boys? We have battered them, to be fair, for the last 10 minutes by Reading. And that's going to be that. And it is, boys. Does finish Tranmere 0, Reading 3. And wow, our winning run comes to end crashing down, really, in emphatic fashion. Reading did deserve this. They were the better team, lads. I'd say this, we played well, actually, the last 20 minutes. But for 70 minutes, we were just not in this game. Every time I passed it into one of our men, they had a man marking them, it seems, and they just did the homework. Tactically, they outdid us then, and they were first to every loose ball. So I cannot complain about that one. Although I do think we should have scored late on. We missed some big opportunities, but ultimately gain nothing from this. Reading have 9 shots to our 6, 7 on target to our 3. Better of the ball, better pass accuracy. We have 2 corners to their 1. Man of the match, of course, will fall for them. It was Swift who got a 9.3. All their players just got off the bench at an 8. There are quite a few players got an 8, actually. Our best rated player was Moise Kean, who gets a 7.4. So that defeat opened the window for some other clubs, but only one took advantage of it. Brentford won, so they do reduce the gap to 2 points once more. Completely wiped our victory over them, which is a damn shame. Swansea, however, and Derby only drew. They may well have played each other there. So the gap remains 2 points to Swansea, who could have levelled on points with us there, and 4 points ahead of Derby. Then you have Cardiff lurking there, 7 points behind for Preston, and Norwich 11 points shy, just on the edge of and just outside the playoff spots respectively. So before we round off the episode, guys, just going to show the league table, because we're actually playing on a Sunday and other teams have played. We are down to second. Brentford got themselves a win last game. All of a sudden they are top by a point, but we do have this game in hand, of course, at Bramall Lane against Sheffield United next episode. Better news though, the Swansea lost, I think, and Derby County only drew, so the gap remains 2 points down to Swansea and 3 down to Derby. Cardiff also only drew. Preston and Norwich both won. So we get a win next game, guys, and it kind of does wipe the Reading game, really, with Swansea and Derby's form. Just Brentford are the team in form right now, though. But that will be next episode, where we do look to return to top, guys. After the game against Bramall Lane, we welcome Hull City to Prenton Park at the end of the month. Then there's 2 big games here against the Welsh sides. Away to Swansea. For Cardiff, the Bluebirds come to Prenton Park. So until next episode, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you again very soon.